Alright, here's what we're doing today. We're going to be over at the little baby lathe here. Actually, it's not that much of a baby. I mean, it's you got the micro mini lathes and stuff like that. And this one here is actually a 6 by 18, they call it, you know. Has a 6-inch throw on it. You put something up 6 inches on it. And 18 inches long. But we're going to change the chuck on it here. It's a 3-jaw. And we sort of outgrown it. I mean, it's a good jaws, and it's served us well. We'll still be using it for certain jobs, but we're going to upgrade, and this is what we have to do. Right, this here's an adapter plate, and here's the jaws themselves. The 4 jaws. It's a Shars. Well-made chuck. And that's what we're going to do. And what we have to do is we have to cut this circle down here because that little boss goes into here, and it's a little smaller, so we're going to have to cut that down. But and it's not going to be as simple as it sounds, because let me take this chuck off and we'll show you exactly what we have to do. I already loosened this one up. I'm gonna need I might need 2 hands here so I don't ruin this. We got it. Put that down here. Yeah, the reason you need the adapter here is because most of these threads are 1 inch by 8, meaning 8 threads per inch, and this one here is a little different. This one's 10 threads per inch. So that's why I had to get this special backing plate. But let me throw you up on a tripod and show you what we're up against. Alright, before I put you on a tripod, another thing we're going to do is I want to cut this shoulder down here, because it has a ½ inch of open space there. You know, that helps you line it up. But I get a ½ inch there, and with that on there, when this goes on here, I'm going to try and thread this on here left-handed. My hands in the wrong direction here. Alright, I think we're on. Okay. Yeah. So right now it's sitting up as far as it'll go. And if you look in there, you see how many threads? You got almost all of them. So it's only being held on by maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4 threads. So if I cut a ½ inch off of that, it'll have a lot more to grab onto. Now let me take it off and show you. I'll compare these two for you. Alright, yeah, this is what we're taking off here. It's about 1½ inches wide, and this is what's going on there. It's about 4 inches. You can see the difference here. And this weighs about 3 times as much. I think it's like 9 pounds. This here is only about 2 or so. But that's what we want to do. We want to take that shoulder off. That way it's closer, taking off a little bit of weight, and it'll just make everything better. Alright, once I put you on a tripod, you're either going to be looking at it from this direction or this direction, because I'm right up against the car here, you know, and it'd be too much trouble to take this stuff out from behind it to roll it away. So that's why I'm showing you this when I can, because once you're in the tripod, you're going to be coming over at this direction. You might not see a whole lot of stuff, so understand that. Alright, here's why I say it's not going to be as simple as it sounds, you know, by just cutting that piece off. While I have it in here, I want to take measurements, because you know they make these things in machines that run all day long, all year long, you know, and they make millions and millions of these. So I know my machine here, the Baron in this is absolutely perfect. So I got a gauge on here, and we'll show you something. Put on 10. Okay. Yeah, you move it. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but you see that the facing on there isn't perfect. It may have been perfect to the machine that it was made on, but not to this. So I'm gonna have to. I want to face that off, Then I also want to face this off, you know, because this is, even though this doesn't make any difference, it'll help balance it out, which probably doesn't make much of a difference, but it's going to be in the machine. And let's see how far that is out. You see it? Turn it this way. I unscrewed it. Yeah. So you see, even that's out. Now, I'll take a measurement this way and this way too, and you'll see how bad it is. All right. I got the gauge tilted down. Oh, sorry, there. I didn't mean to walk into this. I got the gauge tilted down this way, so I'm going to be taking a reading a little high, but that's just so you guys can see it. All right. Let's turn this in here. Put that on 5 there. Alright, look how far out that is. Alright, now if you look at this thing, you can tell it looks like it's been dropped there. And then you got some nicks here and everything. You know, when they make these things, they make them by millions. They put them in a machine. The machine probably does it robotically, and one of the workers probably just takes it off the machine and takes it and flings it into a bin. So let's see if I can take a measurement on this other shoulder down here. And I don't know if you guys probably won't be able to see that because it's tilted the other way, but I'll give you an idea. You go put that on 5. You might be able to see it because you're pretty high, but even that shoulder is off. So I'm going to, I don't know why I did that. I just take this off. So while I got it in the machine, I'm going to make everything concentric to this machine. You know, face that off, face this off, face that off, face everything off. So it's for this machine. So first, I'm going to start by making it fit the jaws themselves. So I don't mean to ramble on, but I want you guys to know what we're doing here, and it's not as simple as it looks. All right, yeah, I'm just facing it off now, and if you come this way, you can actually see how wobbly it is. Ooh, there's a good angle. So we're gonna make everything concentric, like I say. And the face here, I don't want to take too much off. Yeah, I put a rag down there and a rag in a hole. That's your sleeves. Let me turn that off. I don't know how well you can hear me, but I put the rag down here because this cast iron doesn't leave chips. It leaves like a gray dust, and I want to try and keep that off of the rails and, you know, off of whatever I can. So let's turn this in. And alright, let me continue facing that off, and then we'll continue on. Yeah, it didn't take much, and I'm happy with that. But you see how much dust. You see how much dust that creates. You know, like I say, it's not even chips. So I'm going to try not to move this around too much, and I'll try and take this out now. Alright, yeah, I'm happy. We were able to hit it dead nuts on. It took a lot of sneaking up, but see, when Mike does his, he does all his arithmetic and math and stuff, and he always knows where he's at, but I got to use calipers, and I got to sneak up on stuff. But we got it. We got it right where we want it. Perfect. No play at all. But I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's like a little round shoulder down here, you know, because these bits here, you know, they're rounded at the end. They give you your smoother cut that way. So what I have to do is I'm going to get a high-speed steel bit with a point and go in there and just knock that little shoulder off, because it's dead nuts on. But right there you can see the space. If I take that little thing off, you can do it with a cutoff tool, but these little lathes aren't that great with a cutoff tool. So I'm going to put a a bit in there and just take a little bite out of that. Alright, that worked out well. I haven't found an old chuck and I just put a real sharp edge on there and I cut it nice, and then I pulled it back and made a final cut on that surface there, so it's button up there perfect now. Alright, I think I want to face this off. That way I'm not going to chamfer that yet. I'll face this side off and then we can flip it over and do the shoulder. Alright, watch your sleeves. Yeah, it's getting it. I haven't even touched this little section yet. Watch your sleeves. Oh, it's too big a bite. I'm just going to throw a little chamfer on here. I don't even know what angle that is, just to make it a little better. Good enough. Just give it a little bit of finished look. Alright, well, we've done this side and the outside here, and everything fits perfect and I'm happy. So now I want to cut this off. I'll tell you a funny little story happened the other day. When I got this, you know, I was telling Mike, I said, yeah, I said, we could put it in the machine, we just bolt right on, we don't have to put it up to nothing. And then, you gotta remember this is after, like, Mike put in about 15-hour day. So he's tired and, you know, he'll answer any question I got. And he won't think of anything else, you know, he'll focus right on that. So I told him, I says, I can do that. I says, but how am I gonna do the other side? Well, I don't know if that'll fit in that little 4-jaw chuck and everything like that. And he's sitting across from me and he's thinking how we can make it work, and I'm thinking. So it's about 30 seconds, we look at each other, and at the same time our eyes open up and our eyebrows go up and we say, we just turn it around. The funny stuff that goes on here. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to put some washers there. You know, something so simple, but I asked him a question and he don't even, you know, we don't even think of options. We try to figure out how to do it. Like them washers will help it fit up right against the shoulder there. Without that, you know, it'll be wobbly. So that's pretty good. All right. Now these, you still there? You guys still up there? All right. Those threads start about a ½ inch in, and I'm going to go right up to them. You know, this little thing here is just to help you mount it, you know, so you're pretty square, but you really don't need that, you know. So I'm going to go and take the full 1/2 inch off. Alright. I thought I'd be able to see it better than that, but I couldn't. This is brown, this isn't black. I'm doing this so I don't have to cut so much off of that with the lathe. I'm just going to cut it off with a hacksaw or something. There we go. Much better. Alright, so I'm going to go cut that off, I guess with a grinder. A grinder's best bet, and then we'll face off the last little bit. Alright, sit tight, I'll see you when I get back. Alright, don't forget to put your UVEX face shield on here. It's a nice shield. I'll put a link in the description for you guys. They're cheap too. Alright, I made a decent groove around it with the grinder, but the saw is not as messy. You know, that grinder is throwing grinding dust all over the place. See, on a full-size mill, that would take no time to cut it down, but with the little baby, it takes a while, so this will save me about an hour. Let me put it on a sander, get rid of some of the ridges. Alright, that came out pretty good. Let's look at my line there, so I only got to take off about 1/8 of an inch or so. I almost put it on the wrong way. You see, even left-handed I can put that on. You don't need them, the little valley. Okay. Alright, get back to business. Right, that's actually pretty good. My color's actually pretty good too. It's I don't have much to go on right here. Maybe a 1/16. Same here. Alright, let me dick around with this a little bit and we'll turn these back on. Okay. It came out pretty good. I'm happy with that. It's about as smooth as it's going to get. Alright, so I'm just going to face this off and face this outside edge off. And then I'll come back and maybe chamfer that, and chamfer the inside, and we should be good. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna make one more final cut and go slow and make it real smooth. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I took a real light pass on this up here, and this that's hardly out at all. Right here is a little touch, so I'm gonna make a cut on there, and then we'll be all done except for the chamfers. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to go right in there a little bit. Okay. Perfect. Alright, let me change my bit there, and we'll put a chamfer there and chamfer there, and call it good, huh? Put it together. Alright, we had a battery die. I want to put this little chamfer here. So that's all you guys missed. It came out good though. And right now all I gotta do is put this, like I said, I'm gonna put a little chamfer here next to the threads and wash it up and then put it together. Alright, I took you guys off the tripod because you couldn't see from up there. The block would be in the way. So we're going to freehand this. Machining left-handed. Left-handed machining. Alright, watch your sleeves. Watch your sleeves. Here. I'll give you 4 bolts here. There we go. Lines up quite nicely. What I'm thinking about right now, I know that the threads on that shaft didn't go all the way up. They had like a little 1/8 shoulder there. I'm wondering if that's going to create any problems right here. If it does, then I'm just going to have to cut 2 of them threads out. Maybe even just 1. We'll see. Don't make problems unless there aren't any, right? Okay. Let's go try it out. Alright, yeah, just as I suspected. You see that little space there? It's not even 1/8 of an inch. You get a washer. I bet you can put a washer there, but fine. It's less than the thickness of that washer there. So that's all I have to take out. I have to cut one of them threads. If I turn it on right now, it'll probably be wobbly. Yeah. Alright, well, close. Let me take them out and then we'll get back to you. Alright, yeah, it took about 1/8 of an inch out of there. Little shoulder. Let's see how it goes. Huh. And if I can do it. Okay. I heard it snap into place. Alright, that's what we want. Alright. Sorry for the inconvenience. Alright, yeah, we're happy with it. I think maybe it could use a little fine tuning, like make this piece here the same width as everything else here. But other than that, you know, we're happy. Watch your sleeves. So now we can make some better stuff. So all right, hope you guys enjoyed that, and we'll see you later. All right, enough of this.